Well, in this video, I'm just going to speak about, there's mainly Americans, but people in general, not just America, but people's dislike of science, knowledge, and education. Most people don't seem to want knowledge, science, or education, And here in America, there's always sports, schools, they get their sports team, they put a lot of money into it. Colleges, they'll put more money, many colleges put more money in their sports than they do science or education because they love their sports. But here's the thing. Okay, see if those athletes, see if those celebrities that you worship, and see if those singers that you worship are going to save your ass if the economy collapses, if Western civilization collapses. Let's see if they're going to be on your side. It's easy to brainwash somebody when they hate knowledge, science, or education. I was watching a video by Mike Gog. You should watch him. I really recommend him. But he was doing a video about Samantha Bee. Her and most other people like her, and also the theists, they all do the same thing. And you'll notice when you watch the video, they use argument from emotion. When she's speaking about they always mention immigration, but they forget that there's a difference between immigration and illegal immigration. It's a illegal immigration that we are not too happy with, that we want, the illegal immigrants, to go back and come here legally. But, she'll bring, up, well, the single mother and all this stuff. Why would she bring up a single mother? Emotions. To get your emotions. But if you're knowledgeable, you know about logical fallacies, you know about critical thinking, you have understanding of how science works, you have education and all this stuff. Someone like her, you listen to her, you're like, oh yeah, that's an appeal to emotion. She's trying to make me angry, so I'd be on her side. That's what these people do. The theists, they're persecuting us. We're persecuted. And if you don't accept our religion, you're going to burn in hell for all eternity. You don't want to burn in hell for all eternity, do you? But God loves you. Or, in Christianity, He sacrificed His Son for you. What would you send them if they denied your Son? Stuff like that. Appeal to emotion. But if you have knowledge, especially if it's science, because you have to learn to think logically and critically. But most people don't care about science. And if you watch most of these movies, they vilify people that are intelligent and science. People love sports, though. You'll see people, they train their sons to run and play football and basketball and all those other balls. Basically, chasing after balls is all they're doing. Training their sons to chase after a ball. Or these celebrities making millions of dollars talking about privilege. What the hell do they know? They're the ones that are privileged. These singers and all these people. They try to tell you who to like and not to like. These bankers that are funding the Antifa and the social justice warriors. They have been brainwashed because people play with their emotions. They aren't going to stop and think. Neither side does, but the Antifa and the social justice warriors are more violent. And think about these Muslim terrorists. They're so close to their little Koran that they don't stop to think that maybe this stuff isn't real. Or maybe we shouldn't be attacking other people. Because people really do not like education. Okay. I may not be the smartest person, but I'm smart enough to know it's better to be educated and instead of allowing other people to tell me what to do. Because if you don't want to think, then other people will think for you. And they aren't going to be having you think in the way you should be thinking. And let's face it, these people that claim to be moral, the social justice warriors, Antifa, smash fascists. Of course, they are the ones that are fascists. And Nazis. Basically, they're Nazis. Smash fascists and all this stuff. And all those cute little slogans, they're meaningless. It's just all running on emotion. No intellect involved. They're professors, gender studies and all this crap. None of that stuff is based on actual knowledge or evidence. Okay? There's no real evidence. You take those classes and you debate those professors and see what they do to you. You debate those. I dare you to debate your gender studies professor. Bring in actual scientists. Of course, they won't actually allow you to bring in actual scientists that actually studies the field that they are claiming to be experts in. Just like a theist telling their church members about evolution. We didn't come from no monkey. If they're monkeys, if we come from monkeys, well, they're still monkeys. We when you have an understanding on evolution, you cannot be fooled by them. Even if they have a PhD in molecular biology. I have a degree in molecular biology and biochemistry. But you can't be fooled by them. That's why you need to learn something. Now, this does not mean that someone who's a scientist can't be fooled. I can name at least one scientist that's been tricked by social justice warrior crap. But nothing that he says will pass peer review. That's why he will never write his ginger crap in a peer review journal. Just come on, he'd be laughed out of the field. He'll lose all his credentials. Really, please look up how science works. There's a reason why always in history, always these social justice warriors, these Nazis, the communists, the reign of terror French, remember when they had the French Revolution? You know, there's a reason why they always attack the intellectuals. Always. Look at in Russia. Let me pause this. I have to show this to you. If you take genetics, you're probably going to hear of the Lysenko affair, the Soviet science. Lysenko. Basically, this Lysenko guy came out with his little idea of genetics. Of course, it wasn't peer reviewed or anything like that. He was just, your typical social justice warrior scientist. Anybody that disagreed with him was sent to gulag. Actual scientists, real geneticists, were sent to gulags or executed for disagreeing with them. Just like your social justice warriors and your Antifa people did. Amazing, huh? Just like those Soviet bastards. Because that's what communists are. Read history. Read what the Muslims did to Europe and Africa. Since you think white people are so evil. Do it. If you have the spine. I don't say the spine. I don't mean to say the balls to do it because a lot of women. And have you ever noticed how most of these social justice warrior and Antifa people are white? And I shouldn't be just talking about them. Let's go to the theists too. On the other side of this, because Antifa and social justice warriors are the ones that are more violent right now. The only reason why theists aren't as violent right now, at least in Western civilization, is because of civilization, because of our laws, secular laws, keep them in check. That's why in the Middle East they're pretty freaking nasty. These Muslims are pretty nasty. Not all Muslims, not the people. It's the religion. That's why you can't claim. That's right. I'm sick of this Islamophobe. I already did a video on it. I'm not going to go over it again. But come on, there's no such thing as Islamophobe. Because phobia is irrational fear of something. There's no such thing as irrational fear of Islam. Because Islam is a pretty freaking sickening religion. Look at Logic. He's been doing some good videos. Friendly Muslim wants you to burn in hell. Watch those videos. He gives you verses in the Bible, shows you just how sickening this Allah character is. Check out the Quran Reloaded. Also the Bible Reloaded. Check both of them out. The Holy Bible and the Quran are two of the nastiest books ever written. But with knowledge, especially if you learn science, learn logical fallacies, critical thinking, history, science, I may have already said. Read some books on politics, the Constitution. Read books, Read like people like Thomas Paine and people like that back then used to say, I may not agree with what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. There's reasons why these people fought with their lives for freedom of speech. The same thing these social justice warriors, these Antifa, and even these theists don't want. It's free speech for me, but not for thee. That's basically how people think today. And it's both sides are like that. Except for the Antifa and social justice warriors are more violent. The theists are kept in check by our laws. The Antifa and the social justice warriors, since they're getting funding, because they're basically useful idiots. They're getting funded by, these billionaires and bankers, they're being funded, and the police aren't going to stop them because, hey, they're being told not to stop them. Check out the mayor of Berkeley. Check out Lauren Southern's videos. The war at Berkeley, things like that. It is so easy to control someone who does not like knowledge. Just use emotion is the easiest way to control someone. If you want to control people, you appeal to their emotion, because most people aren't going to think, and they'll use children, the Bible, the flag. You don't think like us, you're not patriotic. Both sides do that. And the funniest thing I saw, this Antifa bastard had his face covered. He's telling this guy who fought in Vietnam that he's a coward. Okay, the guy who fought in Vietnam does not have his face covered. He's right there in front of you. You have your freaking face covered and you're staying back from him as you're saying this bull crap to him. Who do you think is the coward? Like Samantha Bee doesn't seem to understand this from legal and illegal immigrants. And most of her kind don't. It's not people are against immigrants. America is not becoming anti-immigrants. It's illegal immigrants. Like they had the day without immigrants. Who freaking cares? We need immigrants. We're a nation of immigrants. It's the illegal immigrants. That is the problem. And then, of course, Samantha Bee shows clips of, people saying, well, the fact that they're here legally makes them criminals. And, of course, she wasn't happy about it. And, does her making fun and all these people do their jokes. And, of course, everybody laughs. It's funny, though, because, yeah, they are criminals because they came here illegally. I think the funniest thing that she said, and if you watch that Magog video, you just check him out because he doesn't have a huge amount of videos up yet, so you can easily find. Basically, it's Magog, Samantha Bee. So you just type that in, you should be able to find it. But Samantha Bee said the funniest thing, and I don't even think it hit her when she said it. It definitely didn't hit her crowd because she plays on emotion, and they don't seem to be able to, they're easily controlled. Because I'll get into that in a second. But what she said is, states' rights is not just for racists anymore. You get that? Because now they're for states' rights because of the sanctuary cities crap. They're so supportive of sanctuary cities. They ignore the federal government. But you don't catch it. I wonder how many, I'm sure most of you do. But here's what I'm about to get into. Now, I'm not trying to say her crowd are stupid. That's not what I'm trying to say. If you ever watched the movie Men in Black, the very first one, when Will Smith's character first finds out they're aliens. They're sitting down and him and oh God, what's the other guy's name? One second. Okay, Will Smith's character and Tommy Lee Jones' character, they're sitting together, and Will Smith's character says, "Why don't you let the whole world know that they're aliens? They're smart enough to handle it." And of course he says, "Yeah, a person is smart, but people are stupid, panicky, dumb animals, and you know it." That's true. You get a group of people, you can brainwash them a lot easier than you can brainwash one person. Because they want to all fit in. I think one of the best pictures that I love this picture, because this was the only guy that had the balls to do what he did. Hitler's giving his little speech, his disgusting little anti-Jewish speech, and white supremacist crap, doing all this. Everybody, all the Nazis, yay, yay, all that bullcrap, just clap because they all want to be with each other. Yeah, all those stupid fucks, This one guy is standing there like this, looking at Hitler like he's the most disgusting human being ever. The only person had the courage to do that. Unfortunately, most people are not like that, which is what allows these social justice warriors and Antifa and these theists and all the others to do the crap that they do. Religion and ideology will be the death of us. And let's see if your celebrities that think they're better than you look down their noses at you, and though they're not better, they are actually inferior to you, they are actually beneath you. Celebrities are beneath you. Athletes, celebrities are beneath you. Athletes are not really better than you, but they're not beneath you. Because at least they have talent that they're using. So I can give athletes credit in that area. Singers, the same thing. I give them credit. Not celebrities, not actors, because they're reading from a script. Any idiot can act. Yeah, some have more talent than others. Now, I'm not talking about stage acting. I give them credit because that requires skill. Even those that do, soap operas. I give them credit because that requires some skill too. But let's see if your celebrities, your athletes, and those singers will save your ass if Western civilization collapses because of the Antifa, social justice warrior, and religious nut jobs. Let's see if they save your ass. You want to see if they do? Or are they going to just protect their own selves? Well, these Antifa and social justice warrior people, they're going to be in the gulags with everybody else. Sorry, but you are. These billionaires don't care about you. If you are successful in instituting communism and you're one of those little people, you're going to suffer with the rest of us. Sorry, but you are. Just look at history. Because those millionaires and billionaires, they're just going to get more money for themselves and keep everyone else poor. That's what they do in every single country, and you're not going to do it any better. I know you're 20 or whatever, around 20 years old, you think you're going to do better than all these people who came before you. Guess what? My generation thought the same damn thing. Gen X, we thought the same thing, that we're going to change the world. The baby boomers, we're going to change the world. Of course, the baby boomers screwed up the world, but anyways, that's it. Bye.